it's time to think outside the box. So this video, I'm going to talk about creativity. You know, a lot of people debate whether it's nature or nurture. Well, you can actually use some hints. People say, well, how do you figure all this stuff out? Well, I'll give you some hints here. In thinking outside the box, first of all, think twins. One is good, two is gooder, or better. And nowadays you can look for buy one, get one free deals. Or better yet, find two things that are the same in the garbage. Now I'll give you some examples. So, for some symmetry. So here is a container that had Jelly Bellies in. It was a holiday version, and I have two. And no, I didn't eat all the Jelly Bellies. I got this from somebody else, and it was empty, sadly. But anyway, so thinking outside the box. Well, first of all, hey, you have several elements here. You have the clear panels. You have what look like view ports on like a starship. You can use the clear panels. You can put another piece of clear acetate or whatever over it. And you got two. So if you had like a 10 forward type of thing like Star Trek, you could have them on either side because you have two. That's think twins. Second one, think upside down. So someone dumped a bunch of stuff by my house, and I never took an incense warmer apart. Kind of interesting. Here's the tray that went on top. Then it had the warmer part, which is electrified, and the wires went down through here, and there were a couple of screw-on electrodes. And where is it? Here. And then there was something that plugged in, some kind of power source. That didn't come with the dump. But anyway, you go, well, what can I use that? I can't put a light in it. Think upside down. Flip the script, as they say in Hollywood. Oh, hey, wait a minute. What do we got now? We got ourselves a hole. And we also have a way to put a battery-operated power source glued to the bottom or Velcro to the bottom. Now you can put a light in it. All sorts of possibilities. Hey, grab your big Jelly Belly thing and make a cut out there. Put some, you got a gumball machine. All sorts of stuff. And that's from thinking upside down, flipping the script. Thirdly, think layers. You can add different ones together. Okay, create an effect. Here, what looks like a simple panel. Once you add this one to it, like this, now you got a raised panel. Once again, I need two hands for this. You see, layers. Put one on top of the other. Also, here is layers, and there's two of these. Again, we have the twins, but also layers, because that strengthens it. And the other cool thing is, since you got two of them, which won't come apart right now, there you go, you can put a cutout and then make a view screen. Just paint the outside, leave the middle blank. You got yourself a view screen. This is a hard one to clean up because of the way the labels were on it, but this is the bottom of a cookie container. And doesn't that look like something from Star Wars? If you had two of them, it would be better. That's a lot of cookies, though. I didn't eat them. That's what was the top. So, another thing, number 4, think inside out. Turn to the dark side. That's just a little lunar joke. You know, there is no dark side of the moon, really, when you think about it. Yeah, it's locked. We only see one side, but the other side gets the sunshine on it too. It's not dark. The other side of the moon would be a better moniker. But anyway, enough of that. By the dark side, I don't mean Darth Vader and the evil part of the Force. I mean, look at the back. Now, see, this becomes something different because you're doing it from the back. Sometimes it makes all the difference. And then finally, think parts. In other words, part it out. Use snippets. Get it? Snips. So, there's all sorts of little things you could take off. Little edges, little parts. Here, I got the rule of twins. This is from my tonic water for my leg cramps. And see all sorts of possibilities. You can apply almost every one of these rules to this and see what you get. What else do I have for you? So all these are just the yogurt containers and stuff I gathered. A lot of Starbucks, some Pringles. So what is all this? Well, also in the dumpage was a pair of fine Italian shoes. And I never took apart fine Italian shoes, but since they weren't my size and a little worn, especially on the heel, no one would really want them. So I took them apart, and boy, those things are made well. I had to use all my tricks, all my tools. Notice he had a little problem when he walked. Both heels had a worn spot. But man, this was built like a Humvee, armored up Humvee. So what do you get? You get all kind of, this was the outer part here, this basket weave, glued to an inner part. So this person evidently didn't believe in wearing socks. It didn't smell or anything, but you can just see the wear pattern is with bare feet. So you got all, when you take it all apart, you get all these interesting pieces of leather. It's all genuine leather, and genuine Italian. How can you tell that? Well, I'll show you a trick. First you got the label. Now that can be faked. By the way, you got all these eyelets, all these little nails. Yeah, I took everything apart. This was a spring metal support. So how do you know it's genuine leather? Well, hopefully this will pick up. If you look at that embossed logo there, and I turn it right side up, it represents the hide of a cow, even the little tail. And it says in Italian, genuine leather. So they put that on, so it showed that everything was made of genuine leather from Italy. Now, leather is dyed. And what's cool about this, and kind of next level, thinking outside the box, in this case the shoe box, look what you can get. A whole giant bottle of booze. No, not really. That's fake. That is juice from the leather dye. So this darker juice that looks like whiskey is actually from the darker leather. And the lighter shades are from the lighter leather. Interesting, huh? So this is actually from the sole and the heel. Oh, what do I do with the soles? Oh, here they are down here. So, yeah. Also, telling you, genuine leather with the logo. So, by the way, the hardest thing to take apart is the heel. See again, the wear pattern. This guy was making footprints. We'd have pretty definitive forensic evidence. But look at all the cool leathers you get. You can make apocalyptic shawls. You can make clothes, make book covers, all sorts. I'm not sure what you'd use the basket weave pattern stuff for. Maybe messenger bag or something. There was a woman's pair of shoes. The only thing I took was some of the leather off that. Also Italian. People had some money, I guess. I wonder why they had to dump from their storage unit on public property. I don't understand that. But anyway, it's for another discussion for another day. So, yeah, that's about all I have for you. For thinking outside the box, if you apply these specific things, it'll help you be creative. Oh, it spells tulip. T-U-L-I-P. Tulip. Yeah. We are now in Holland. Oh, I didn't show you my awesome decapitated that's the weak spot of this one. So we had blind bags at one of the grandkids, actually two grandkids of my wife's birthday party, and Grandpa got Unikitty. Now, thinking outside the box, whoever was designing this one, that's out of the box, man. A cat with a unicorn. And of course, I thought even further out of the box, because I put a spare, had some spare parts, put a spare ear. You never know, you might need an extra ear like a spare tire. And then on the back, you got a spare horn, some spare legs and feet. Although someone said, it looks like it's pooping ice cream cones. Well, I think she sneezes rainbows, so she could probably poop ice cream cones, soft serve ones at least. Anyway, that's my mascot, because she's outside the box. Unikitty. I am out. And so am I. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And look for those BOGO free deals.